What's up, guys? What's Steve-O got here? He's going for round 2 on his Moringa capsules. Nice little container here. I don't make that many ahead. This is probably, I don't know, 10 days or more, 15 days more of a product. Couple of them, double lot. I'm doing 6 a day. Look up the health properties of Moringa. I got a tree out here. In the loop that I've had for, I don't know, 15 years now. I just keep harvesting branches off. Here's another one right here. Here's one I harvested the other day. It's not quite ready. It's only been here for 2 days. You got to be careful with these. But what I do, you see I took some number 30 tarred nylon. You get this at Memphis Net and Twine. It's the best. You can get it out there on Amazon, but it's not as good as Memphis. They have all the commercial supplies. This is what I've used forever. I used to longline catfish. For years I did that, and this was my go-to, one of my go-to components for my main line. But I use it because it holds a knot. When you put it, you tie a granny knot on this. I wrap it twice around my stems. I don't, like I said, I don't get a big cluster, as you can see, but this is really dry, and when you get close to it, you touch it, and the stuff is going to be all over the floor. So what I do to harvest, I'm going to let it blow for a couple more days, but each day I take it off the loop and turn it. That way this whole bundle turns, 180, so I can keep blowing air through it. But we're in a nice AC environment here. The sucking the moisture out of this place. Sucking the moisture, and with the fan blowing across here, it really dehydrates the stuff fast, and then you get all of the goodies, health properties of this leaf. This is magic, guys. This is magic. Moringa magic, I call it. It comes from the tree of life, they call it. Yeah. So look it up. Moringa. Something else I'm doing too, Spanish needle. The leaves on Spanish needle have a ton of properties to it, and I'd heard about it but didn't think much about it. I was out here planting pineapple the other day, and my Cuban neighbor here was mowing, and I flagged him down. I held up one of the crowns of the pineapple first, and then I waved at him. Of course, he's curious, what is old Steve-O up to now? So he buzzed over, and we had a BS session for a while. Nice little talk we had, and I was telling him about the Moringa, and he says, the plant you're standing on right there. I said, you mean Spanish needle? Yes. That has got a ton of value to it. And I said, who taught you that? He said, my grandmother in Cuba. Apparently in Cuba they have lots of Spanish needle. Anyway, he puts it in his salad every day. He said, I go out and pick the tops, the ones coming out, the little fresh ones coming out in the center. He picks a bowl of those and mixes it with his salad. He's a little rabbit salad eater, that little Cuban, amongst other stuff. But he said, so I did. I researched the properties of Spanish needle. Check that out, guys. It's growing everywhere here. I made some tea from it too. I took the green limbs and a few small stems with it, put it in a cup, nuked it, put some distilled water on, nuked it for 2 minutes 30 seconds, and it was a very unique taste. It had a little peppery taste to it. This is all the Moringa powder I have left, so we'll add what I'm harvesting now to this jar, and then we'll get our capsules. Here's the way to get your capsules, guys. If you're going to do any of this craziness like Steve-O, get them like this in a big bag. This is, let's see, what is this? 100% BSE free, no additives, preservatives, yada yada. This outfit's been around, capsule line has been around since '02. Yeah, that's the way you get them. It's cheap. It's really cheap. They're gelatin. See, well, it says gelatin free. What does it say? These may be beef. If they are beef, that's just hunky-dory with me. Yeah, so what I'm doing here is getting some more powder ready for the bees. I got a cup here. What I'm doing here is getting 1 cup. I'll level it. I'll put it in a quart baggie. That's going to be 1 baggie per hive. And it's been, what, 2 weeks? It's been 2 weeks since I did a treatment. This is, of course, for varroa. Everything's for varroa these days, it seems like. It just never ends. So, I was bringing in the oxalic acid and mixing it in here in the kitchen. No, it's too tight of an environment for me. I want to do it outside on the garbage can out here where I got wind crossing. This oxalic acid is nasty stuff. You don't want to breathe in this stuff. Even in the bag, when you're opening the bag, it's gassing off. It's nasty. It's really nasty. So I'm going to do that outside. And what we're going to do is we're going to put in 1 cup. 1 cup. This is going to be a one hive treatment. 1 cup of powdered sugar. 4 teaspoons of oxalic acid. That will be done outside. And then we're going to pop some hive lids. Take a peekaboo and see what the girls are doing. Add this powder. See what the Swiffer sheets are looking like. They're probably going to need changing out. And maybe do some spot checks on brood. Look at the height or the strength of the colonies. I've been feeding them sugar water. Let's see where that's going. There's money going out of my pocket. I know that much. Yeah. Still buying Joe's high-end sugar. Because he totally trashed the U.S. economy and got everything jacked up so high that it's going to take a long time to recover from the left-wing foolishness, okay? And I don't know if we ever will. They've trashed this country so bad, and they continue to do it today. I mean, just continue and continue trying to screw all of us. So I've depressed you enough there. I can see your blood pressure's going up. Okay, we got to control that, okay? So, drink lots of green tea with garlic. You ready for this? With a shot of garlic honey in it. Garlic honey. All right, let's get going here. Stop BSing, all right? Before I get loading bags up here, I want to give a shout out to the old, the legend. He is a legend, guys. You may not even know who he is, but there is a legend out there, all right? His name is Rick Sutton. Commercial bee man running semi-loads, guys. Not little 99 Ranger trucks with few hives, and no, semi-loads of bees all over. You ready for this? All over the USA. Yeah. And right now, he's got bees in UP, Michigan. He's got bees in Kentucky. He's also he's gonna be running bees back to Florida. Oh, a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit yet. But yeah, I learned this powder sugar trick from the legend, Rick Sutton. So shout out to Mr. Sutton. So far, what I've seen, everything's hunky-dory. The bees, we'll find out in a little bit. Now, I'm gonna chew Rick's ass out if I go out here now in a few and all my bees are dead. Okay, and I'm gonna say, Rick, what are you doing to me, bro? But no, seriously, so far what I've seen, guys, it looks like it's working. The bees seem to be healthy. They're gobbling up the sugar with the oxalic acid in there. So it's got to be putting a hurt on these varroa mites for sure, because they're wandering all around through the hive, carrying this stuff up, putting it up, this and that. So, and any varroa comes in contact with this acid is going to get their ass kicked and drop off the frame, drop through the screen. That's why I use 1/8 inch screen on my hives. The varroas drop through there onto the ground and have a dirt nap. Yeah, that's what we want. All right, let me get going here, and we'll get you out here in the field in a minute. Just take a peekaboo in these hives, see what's up. Okay, guys. Dr. Dennis here. Get ready for your prostate exam. No. Only Booty Jed does that, guys. So what we're doing here is a teaspoon oxalic acid. I'm out here where I have a little bit of airflow. So we'll just do one bag at a time. This is for one hive treatment. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4 teaspoons per bag. Wear some rubber gloves. I get these free gloves. We got Optimum insurance. When you get to be an old fart like me, you get a supplemental insurance plan. It's Optimum or some other crazy deal, right? And they give you every month a whole laundry list of items you can get. Toothbrushes, all kinds of ointments and stuff. One of them's these gloves. I get like 4 boxes at a time. Free stuff. Actually, nothing's free, right? Nothing's free, but some poor bastard, you know, taxpayers paying for something, right? So yeah, this goes pretty fast. This stuff will take your breath away, guys. Don't get your head over this bag. I'm telling you right now. Do not breathe this stuff. It's nasty. And if you're fogging this stuff in a vaporizer, you better have a respirator on. It'll kill your lungs. This is no joke. This is no joke. I've about got rain coming too. I'm working between raindrops here. I'm probably going to get hit before this video gets over with. So what's new, right? Reason you want these gloves on, because you're getting this oxalic acid crystal on your hands. You come up and wipe your face, your nostrils. This stuff will fry you. I don't know how my honeybees deal with this stuff, guys, but they seem to deal with it fine. So it doesn't go too bad here. I don't think any way you do this is going to be 100% knockdown. No, it ain't going to be 100% knockdown. But we just got to keep working at it, guys. That's all. Little doe just came out to say hi to me, guys. I don't know if she's still over here or not. Yeah, there she is. See her head sticking up there, guys, in the... There she is. She's eating my katuk. She likes that katuk. I haven't had that in a while. I was sauteing it and mixing it with my scrambled eggs for a while. Tastes like sweet peas. I like to throw her kisses. Wow, she's hungry, guys. Look at her. She's gobbling up whole limbs of that stuff. Look at her go. You go, girl. I imagine she's got a little fawn right in here. I got quite a few deer here. I'm not hunting them no more, though. Unless we have an apocalypse or something, you know, where everybody's trying to eat each other. They're eating dogs and cats and stuff. Then I might start harvesting some, but till then, old Steve-O's had enough. Yeah, I can afford ribeye, guys, so I buy ribeye. Okay, guys, let me show you what that deer was munching on here. This is katuk. And the leaf, a very unique leaf, look at that. And it tastes like sweet peas. It's incredible. Now here's going to seed. And actually here's one of the seeds, so you know what that looks like. There's one right there. You don't need to go to seed. If you get these things, I bought these as starters through here, oh God, 10 years ago. And I mean, they just keep getting it on, I'm telling you. I don't know if the bees work. It's got a very small little bloom, as you can see, a little pink bloom. I don't know if the bees work that thing or not, but yeah, here it is here. I mean, it's up there. It's up there 7 foot here. And the deer love it. And then the understory here, they've been eating it too. I can see what's been nipping here. And deer have been eating it too. Look at these tops here. They've been eating the katuk. This katuk coming up. But here's Spanish needle mixed in. And my neighbor, he comes in and he picks these little top pieces like this. Got a little, it's got a little bit of a peppery taste to it. It's not bad. I made a tea with it yesterday. But I would saute this stuff. It wilts down really fast. You can just saute it like spinach. And to harvest it is pretty quick. Watch this. See that? Look how quickly I harvested that. Yeah. Deer like it. Now, I would think, as good as this tastes, I would think they would strip it down to the bottom. But they don't. They come in, munch for a little bit. They're satisfied. They leave. This is cassava. This, you can cook these leaves, these cassava leaves, but they say to dump the water and then you can saute it, whatever. But this has got cyanide in it. So you want to boil a little bit and dump the agua and then saute it. Let's peek in here. Okay, looks like we've got a few bees here. That's cool. Yeah, I'm really screwed. I'm really disappointed with our stupid government here in Florida. This FWC people have really got me screwed up. I mean, royally screwed up. And I'm pissed off with the bears. Okay? And every beekeeper I talked to a lot of guys, a lot of commercial men. Steve-o, if you have bees and you have bears, it's your responsibility to protect your bees. Well, no shizzit, Sherlock. The difference between me, guys, and a commercial man, I don't palletize nothing for the simple fact I don't have but a few hives. Even if I had 50 hives, I wouldn't palletize. I'm not using a loader to move them. I'm using my biceps to move these guys. Small operation. I had the big operation before. Wasn't that big, it was 250, but when you get to that size, you gotta palletize, bro. You gotta get a loader. You gotta do this, you gotta do that, right? And I have a unique situation here. When I was down on the waterfront, you're getting tight spots. You're getting spots that are very close. I mean close. I'm not even 50 yards from people's front doors. You can't do that with a commercial operation. What they do, guys, a commercial guy, he puts about 65, roughly 62, 65, whatever it works out on a 4-way clip pallet. But think in 60s, okay? Think 60 hives, and per location. Now you load that up, you're pretty well saturated there for that spot. You move down the road so many miles, you dump another load. With my situation, okay, I'm in tight areas. I'm right into houses. You can pull this, you can do what I'm doing, guys, and pull this off, but you have to have a no bear program. You get it, FWC? You flipping airheads. Is everybody blonde? Is everybody blonde haired down there at FWC? That's what I want to know. We know pretty much for fact that you're left-wing nut jobs, okay? For any of you to come up with thinking that this is okay to let your bare bucket overflow out of the wilderness into residential areas, okay? You need to pull your head that's deeply into your rectal area. Get that head out of the rectal area. Come out with Steve-O. Suck in some nice, fresh, clean air. Exhale. Exhale. Breathe in, breathe out, okay? None of this stuff, guys. I don't care what you're doing in the wilderness. I don't care if you're digging up earthworms and eating earthworms, okay? Everything in a wilderness, you have to do with some common sense. But it just seems to be the more we go into this world of AI and, you know, a-holes and all that, the goofier we seem to get, okay? The so out of touch with nature we get. Well, then you're saying, Steve-O, what are you talking about? Who's out of touch? You're wanting to take out bears. I ain't got nothing against bears, guys, if they're in their proper location. Location is key here. You don't let them invade residential areas. We can put bees and people together reasonably with some common sense. Keep your landowners happy. Don't piss them off. Don't be moving in and out of areas at night, banging, slamming around like a freaking idiot, okay? Treat people with respect. Treat their property with respect, okay? Don't need to be a brain surgeon, guys, for this. I could go on and on and on with this, but it would do no good. Would do no good. I just wish somebody in our government would say, you know, I need to call Ron DeSantis. He's running this flipping circus in Florida, and show him this video. Yeah. And so we need to help this old beekeeper out. He's ancient. In the beekeeper world, I'm ancient. And as every day I get older, I'm getting more ancient. So I don't plan on hanging it up anytime soon. I gotta just keep going, guys. I just gotta keep going. Now here comes, see, you're going now. See, here comes the rain. Here it comes. Here it is. Here's the rain, guys. Just what I want. Right when I want to crank up this video and show you guys me getting in some beehives. It's got to rain. Anyway, no big deal. No super big deal, guys. I'll just sit down here and take a break for a minute and talk to you beautiful people. This is good for my pineapples, guys. I do this pineapple planting. Well, I do the harvesting when it comes, obviously. But it just happens, harvest time and rainy season collide, which is great. I can transplant my tops as I harvest my fruit, pineapple fruit. So that's a good thing. So anyway, I gotta get my smoking material out of the ground. Got my veil, my smoker, not my smoker, but my pine needles out there, but the bag wasn't open. But I don't want to soak in wet bee net. So it's just good to sit down and have a little chit chat with you boys and girls today. Wait for the rain to let up. If it doesn't let up, I'm going to do my job in the rain anyway, so it doesn't matter, because you know what, guys? Old Steve-O ain't made of sugar, okay? I won't melt. Oh yeah, guys, I went to the gym this morning. Let me introduce to you Betsy here. Oh God, guys. Oh, you see guys, do you know why I believe in God? Because he created stuff like this. Look at this, guys. Look at this, guys. Look at this, guys. Look at the six-pack. My neighbor, I showed him this. He goes, oh my God. He said, looks like, that's got so much muscle, it looks like a dude. I said, listen, bro, if this is a dude, I'm having a sex change, okay? I'm gonna have a Joe Biden sex change. Isn't that not incredible, guys? Let me give you one more look at that, okay? Just one more look at that. She was on the treadmill just over from me, guys. You know, and you know, old Steve-O, the old pervert that he is. I was looking, and she turned around, caught me looking, guys. And she smiled and came over, and she said, "You're a dirty old man, aren't you?" And I said, "You got me. You caught me on that one. There, no need to try to lie my way out of this one, girl." So she liked that. She thought that was funny. Miss Daisy didn't think it was too funny. She was on a treadmill a couple units over. She looked over at me looking at that, right? And I got an eye roll out of Miss Daisy, like, you want to put your eyes back in your freaking head, okay? She strolled on over, Miss Daisy strolled on over, and Cutie Pie looked over at her and kind of smiled. She figured that, you know, we were two together. And Miss Daisy came by and said, "Would you like me to kick you in the nuts?" I said, no. I don't want to embarrass myself by screaming out in this gymnasium that's full of people. Okay? Wow, it's hot in this barn, guys. It's a sauna bath. I mean, it's a sauna bath. We've had 116. It's not that hot now, but it's right there. Let's just look at the numbers here. Let's look at the numbers, boys and girls. Let's look at our numbers. See how great this is. Oh, it's letting up, guys. Whoo, is it hot? $93, feels like 105. Feels like 105. Humidity 55%. It feels like 99%. So it's gonna keep drizzling like this. Yeah, it's gonna keep drizzling. Don't look like it's gonna let up. Don't look like it's going to let up till about 2 o'clock. And it's 12:45 now. So Steve-O might as well go out here and get to work and get this job done. So let's just wrap it up here today with this video, guys. I just started throwing a little bee work, a little chit chat, a little venting. I have to vent. And if there's anybody out there in you know, the land of anyone with shizit togetherness that wants to help out the old beekeeper and start controlling bears in residential areas. I can work bees in residential areas, okay? We can't be working bears in residential areas, okay? So hopefully someone up the chain of command with common sense will come in. They don't seem to know what to do with the bears, guys. They don't seem to know what to do with the bears. I've told them what to do with the bears. You come in, you trap them, you euthanize them, you haul them to a landfill, and you cover them over with wood chips and make compost. That's the only thing you can do. You can only have so many bears. Your cup, your bucket, your barrel is full of bears. It's time to stop. Would you want, let me throw this scenario out to you. A lot of people love rats. They have rats as pets. They can carry diseases. So can bears. They can carry rabies. You get enough concentration of animals in any spot, here comes the disease. Whether it's people, guinea pigs, rats, rabbits, I don't care what it is, okay? You got issues. Well, we're at the point now, we got too many mangy bears. These bears in Florida won't even make a good bear rug. They're all rubbed out looking. They're just thin-skinned. They're just... How can you grow a thick coat of hair when you're in a 100 and some degree heat index in Florida? You ought to put the poor bear out of his misery just because of the heat, for God's sakes. I can make all kind of money. I can make all kind of honey if I'm on the waterfront, guys. I'm sitting here twiddling my thumbs with 4 beehives. 4 beehives with my operation. 4. When I should have 40. And it's hard to do when you're sitting here feeding quart jugs of sugar water. No. You got to have nature's goodness. You got to get out in the wilderness. You got to start harvesting pollen, nectar, and everything from the wilderness. It's all down there. It's all down there. I have found the gold mine, guys. It's on the waterfront. Just can't work it. I can't work the rock mine, guys. They won't let me. FWC won't let me. There's a bear in the way. Stuff will come around, guys. It'll come around. I've told these fools, listen, how many more people need to get killed, attacked and killed, before you start thinning out the herd? They don't seem to get it, guys. They all must be blonde hair down there. And goofball, left-wing lunatics. Oh, I'm gonna let you go, guys. I pissed in your ear enough. I'm sorry, I apologize, but I just have to vent a little bit so my blood pressure will come down. And once you get it out of your system, right? Talk it out, your pressure will come down, all right? And that's where we need you. We want you healthy, wealthy, and wise, and with a lot of longevity. That's why I'm going to the gym every day. That's why I'm eating Moringa capsules. I'm eating a carnivore diet. Do the same, right? Watch your whole body come together and start loving itself, healing itself. Get to the gym. Try to get to the gym every day. Get on that treadmill. You'll have some nice little sweet honey girls come up, start talking to you. You can start telling them all about nature, because you're a beekeeper. And then they will start really liking you. Really liking you. Because this guy's pretty cool. He's tied in with nature. I'll bet, they'll say to themselves, I'll bet he's a great lover. Had one say that to me, that I bet you're a great lover. Of course I'm a great lover. I'm nature boy. You know, you gotta have a guy that loves nature, because the female part of this equation is nature girl, right? So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to let your little gray matter absorb all this I just gave you. If you know anybody that has any common sense, that has anything to do with the Wildlife Commission, tell them to stop screwing with a poor old man beekeeper and thin out the bears to where he can put bees on the waterfront and make a living. Okay? Yeah, we can do this. We can do this. We have to use common sense. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you left-wing lunatics. You don't like common sense. I'm sorry, but common sense will prevail. It always does. I don't care what you're into. Common sense prevails. If it doesn't, guess what happened? It all fails. It all fails. And I don't want you to fail. I don't want me to fail. I want you to keep on getting it, guys. Keep loving life. And I'll see you real soon on the next one. Bye-bye.